was built to last with the webs I'm weaving. I could change the past with all I'm achieving. Got my foot on the gas, never stop competing. If you break like glass, then this life's gonna end.
I wanna be the best in the game, invest in my name, check no restraints.
Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to my channel. This is your boy Giovanni here, back with another video. Today I got some good news to share with everybody. I finally, after all this time, passed a funded challenge. So some of the things I'm going to talk about in this video are going to be my experience overall. I took this challenge with the funded trader. It was a pretty nice experience. I had a good time. The environment was good. The trading was pretty smooth throughout the entire process. I like their rules and everything like that. So I'm going to be talking about the rules that I had to deal with, the risk management that I deployed, in order to be able to trade this account and pass this challenge. I'm also going to show you guys some of the statistics of my trading so you guys can kind of understand why my channel is named the way that it's named right now. It's really all about risk management. For me personally, risk management is everything to me, and I take that very, very seriously in my trading, which is why I guess we finally got to this point where we're actually we've been entrusted with $100,000, and I couldn't be happier. I couldn't be prouder of myself. It's been a long time coming. Let's dive right into the video. Let's show you guys how I did it, and let's just have a little conversation about, passing the challenge. All right, so we're gonna take a quick dive into my account dashboard. I'm logged into the Funded Trader website in the, I guess you can call it a back office. So this is my dashboard. I'm about to go on in and log in to my dashboard. So what you're seeing right now is the actual funded account, standard challenge phase 3. The account number is blurred out for obvious reasons. Can't have any of that going on. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk through really quick my first 2 challenges. My first 2, I should say, phases. Okay, so this is the first step. This was phase 1. And the objective of the funded challenge is really simple. You're starting off with $100,000. You need to make a profit of $10,000 or 10%. You cannot lose more than $6,000 in a single day, or more than 6% in a day. You cannot lose more than $12,000, period, or 12%. I like that because the industry standard is really max daily loss 5% or 5,000, and the max total loss is really 10% or 10,000. That extra 1,000 daily loss and that extra 2,000 overall is a big deal to me, just because it sets your mind at ease. As a matter of fact, during the course of this challenge, this is what saved me, because there was one point where I slipped in my mental processing, my psychology took a hit after some losses that were kind of senseless, and I ended up losing 5K in that single day. Had this been any other prop firm, I would have failed this challenge. All right, now obviously I'm never going to allow myself to lose 5K in a day ever again, hopefully. But no, it just feels good that I finally passed it. So I passed it. That's step 1. Step 2, I just simply needed to reach a 5% profit target, and the max daily loss and max total loss both remain the same. I also forgot to mention that in step 1, in both steps, you have to be trading a minimum of 5 trading days, or I like to call it 5 trading sessions. And you've got 35 days to pass step 1. In step 2, you've got 60 days. So let's walk through step 1. Obviously in step 1, you can see that my equity curve is kind of like a staircase, and this is exactly how I like to see, my equity curves. I see a lot of equity curves where they're just flat, and then out of nowhere, bam, their account blows up to like 120, 130K. I always find that a little weird, to be honest. How you can just go from 0 to that, and then there's very little drawdown after that, or the drawdown is bad and then it goes back up again. It's like this crazy jittery equity curve. But a lot of you won't really understand what equity curve is, or how it, or why it's important. But just understand that what you really want to see is an equity curve that shows consistency over time. So you pretty much see the same behavior in my equity curve. Now my performance during this overall challenge could have been better. my performance for the most part started off very poorly. But at the end of the day, that's what my risk management does. Through good times where I'm on a winning streak, you know, the profits are massive, absolutely massive. But during times where I'm either not seeing the market as clearly as I should be, or I'm just not performing very well, or the market is moving in ways that are unpredictable or irrational, and I placed the trades in good faith according to my strategy, but the market moved in a way that I had not anticipated, and it would do that 2, 3, 4, 5 straight times, leading to a losing streak. I talked about in my first video in the past that I would go through these losing streaks and I would pretty much give back all the profits that I used to earn in the past. But as you can see here, in this case, I would go through a short drawdown, started off this challenge down to as low as 96K. So lost 4,000 in the beginning, found a good set of trades, bumped the account up to 102. Then another slow period of drawdown. Now I had really good risk management during this period of trades, and you're gonna see that I have a lot of trades placed, and that's because I don't place trades with one lot size in one time. I'm a trader that likes to ease into my positions and add size every time I see the market sort of show me signals that what my original bias was, that it is possibly correct. It's being validated with each new candlestick, or if we're in a structure that logically should be getting out of here within a certain time period, but because we're spending so much time there, it strengthens my position even more. So, stuff like that and whatnot. I'll talk about more of the logic of the way that I see the markets in future videos. But you can see that I took a lot of trades where really it's just, maybe 3 or 4 overall positions composed of several individual trades of small lot sizes that add up together. All right, and so I was able to kind of just see how the market was moving and kill my positions before they became bigger losses. So that's why you see this drawdown right here. It's a really slow ramp right here, really slow ramp. Got back down into the 90s, but this time I only got down to 97K. Okay, so I didn't give back all of this. Gave back a lot of it, but I didn't give back all of it. That's important for this. All right. And then after that, I found a good set of trades again. Bam, bam, bam. Brought the account back up to 104. Then another drawdown period. Again, I could have been doing much better. I could have found much better winning streaks during this challenge. But this is why risk management is so important, because you're not always going to be dominating the markets the way you want to. I performed absolutely terribly in this challenge by my standards. I didn't do very well at all. But my risk management kept these periods of drawdown short. And just it didn't kill me. Basically, it didn't kill me. So after this profitable trade, another drawdown period, and then the line gets flat here because I'm able to get out of break even for a bunch of trades. And then after that, I found another great profit, brought the account up to 108, and I got so close. I actually passed the challenge at this point technically, because I had open trades that passed 10K. But because I held them a little too long than I should have, they turned into losses, which messed up my psychology. And then I started taking more trades that I probably shouldn't have taken. And then bam, 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 drawdown, 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 drawdown. I lost like $6,000 right there, almost $6,000. And this was the period where I say the fact that the max daily loss is $6,000 instead of $5,000. It saved me here, because I was right there and I almost gave it away, because what seemed to be a surefire pass turned into a loss, and that affected me in a negative way, and that caused me to behave in ways that led to more losses, as you can see right here. And then I kind of took a couple of days away from the market, and then I got right back in, and then I found a set of trades. I actually got on a winning streak here. Found a set of trades that exploded price. Exploded my equity curve, got me up to 115, and I ended up closing out the position after price pulled back a little bit, and that's how we ended up finishing on 113K. So that was step 1. Step 2 was a little bit more straightforward. I was riding good momentum here, so I I started off in drawdown, but again, it was just break even, really break even. And right before I found my profitable trades, I took a few losses, but again, I never lost more than $1,000 overall after 26 individual trades. After that, I found a trade. It was a good winning streak. It was actually, yeah, winning streak. And it got up as high as 108. But I ended up just closing it out because, you know, once you've passed it, it's a challenge. I'm not really trading this for real money yet. No need to be holding on to the trades, but it was a good trend. So if I did hold on to the trade I anticipated, I probably would have made about 15 to 20K on that move, because it was a big move, a nice trend that continued over the course of 2 to 3 days. So yeah, man, I did really well. I'm glad. So now I want to show you guys the statistics behind the trade. So let's go back to step 1. I wish I could minimize this, but I wish I could move this little icon right here. This is for their live chat, but you know what? That's fine. All right. Pay attention to the box in the bottom right corner of my screen. Overall, I placed 362 individual trades to make up my positions. Normally when I build up my positions, I try to have 10 individual trades to make up those positions. So this overall means I took over 30 positions. So I'm really active in the markets. I'm an intraday trader. All right. The profit factor for step 1 was 1.75. That's average at best in my opinion, but it's still really good. If your profit factor is anywhere over 1, you're profitable. You're making some type of money, you know, one way or another. If my profit factor was like a 5, you know, then you might have seen this number end up being 120K, 130K, something like that. All right. The projected annual profit is $467,000 according to the equity curve. I don't know how they calculate this, but hey, if I eventually get to this level, hallelujah. All right. And my average risk reward ratio for all my trades was a 4-to-1 risk reward ratio, which is outstanding. Outstanding. Some of the trades risk reward ratio was as high as 8-to-1. So I wouldn't necessarily call myself a swing trader, but you know, the type of trades that I look for are the trades that deliver me a certain percentage profit. And if I look at the setup and it doesn't seem to be giving me that, then I don't trade. All right. Now, the battery on my camera is dying, so I'm gonna have to make a part 2 to this video. But so far, this is for the first step of how I passed the funded trader challenge. And yeah, guys, a major step. It was really important that I passed this challenge, simply because, you know, I've been failing a lot of them. Yeah, I think since 2020, I've taken about maybe 11 challenges and failed all of them, except for this one. We finally did it. Job's not done though. We still have to get to that first withdrawal. Nothing really changes in my life until I trade well for the next 30 days and make it to that first withdrawal. So thank you guys for sticking around. I will be making a part 2 to this video, going over what I did and going over my statistics in step 2, and then going over some of the trades that I took and the risk management that I employed to pass the challenge. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.